Howdy y'all, Michael here. Today is Saturday, August 9th, 2025, and I'm headed to the Bubba's 33 parking lot. They're gonna have a car show there. Bubba's 33 is over on 121, right across the street from Texas Roadhouse. So we're gonna go see some cars and see what this car show is all about. Come hang out with me. KF5L to J, mobile. So we arrived here at Bubba's 33 and they're not open yet. They're far from it. They're open for lunch. It's right next to this rifle gear, which they actually do sell rifles and such there, handguns, you name it. It is Texas, but they also have a range in there. It's a fairly nice range, nice little indoor range. It may be a bit before the show gets into full swing, but I'm gonna take a little walk and come back, because there's a few cars out here, but there's going to be a lot more out here soon. I've decided I need to walk more because I've been pretty sedentary lately and I need to get my body in motion. I did go walking Sunday at the mall right after church just to get my body feeling better, and I closed my little fitness circle on my phone, but which is not really a big deal, because it's not a tremendous amount of fitness going on lately. But I could sure feel it when I was moving around. I said, I need to go walking. I need to get this body going again. And we're right across the street here from the La Quinta. There's the Texas Roadhouse. I kind of like that place better than I do some other steakhouses, believe it or not. And it's my dream someday, start traveling, start travel vlogging. That's what I really want to do. That's what I have a passion to do. It's the affordability of it right now is not there. But it'd be kind of cool to be in a different town, waking up the La Quinta here and walking across the street to the car show. Sure would be nice to have a sidewalk on this side. They do over on the business park side over there. I'm just gonna walk through the grass. Not the right shoes for this. I do have some hiking shoes in my Ford Explorer, but I mean, this is still doable though. In the distance there's a sign saying Sushi Show. If I weren't walking, I would have seen the place. Walking in front of the Cato here, and apparently it's tax-free weekend. This is for school clothes and such. I think it's like $100 or less. You can get it for tax-free. Here's the store, sushishowtogo.com. They open up at 10:30. Pretty dark tinted windows, but I don't blame them. I'm starting to feel that Texas sun. I probably should be wearing a hat, but I got several hats in my vehicle, just not on me right now. Woo! It's gonna be a hot day today. Just walking in front of the Leslie Pool Supply here, but they have a solar shower. It's kind of cool. I guess it runs off the heat from the solar energy. 86 degrees. But 86 is still a little chill. I guess it's not freezing. It's 30 degrees Celsius there. That's not like a hot shower. Still called a solar shower. I'm walking to the Walmart here. It's the pickup area. They used to have awnings that you can park underneath. It's kind of nice, but I don't know why they got rid of it. If the wind caused problems or what happened. But during COVID, I would use that. And you just pop open your trunk, they fill it up for you, and then you go home. It's quite nice. Kill some time inside the Walmart here. I'm watching Prep and Paul live. He does targeted comms on Saturday mornings if he's available. Alright, enough time wasted in there. Didn't end up buying anything. Wasn't expecting to either, so that's probably a good thing. You know, hang on to my monies right now. But we're going to walk back to the place and get a bottle of water out of my truck. Stay hydrated. See when I'm driving off. Got a few more cars around here. I knew there would be a lot more cars if I walked away for a bit. I always come early to functions so I don't miss anything, but there wasn't much I was missing at the time. First in the lineup is a 1966 Ford Mustang, and that is dark green. Wearing my sunglasses here, it looks black, almost kind of grayish black, but so I walk across it, I can see the sun reflecting, making that dark green pop. What a beautiful car. I like the Mustangs. Shifter on the floor. Manual shifter, not an automatic. Just a pretty car. Next one you'll see is a Ford Bronco here. And with the 50 cal on top. I love that. That may get you through some traffic. Nice matte finish, olive green. Beautiful vehicle here. That is car number 27. It's 1971. Beautiful. Looks like that barrel's solid though. Non-firing, but still cool. Seems that more than any other car, they have Corvettes out here. And they vary throughout the years. This is back in the days that you had the hidden headlights there. This one is a 1995 Corvette, front engine. They're all now rear engine, or mid-engine I guess. 1995, that was such a fun year. What a beautiful vehicle. Speaking of which, another Corvette's joining the group. Still coming in. This is a 1967 Oldsmobile Delta 88. Beautiful red color here. Chromed out engine. Not a speck of dirt anywhere. I'm afraid to touch cars like this. They're so nice. But that's how he found it. Got a flatbed there. Kind of roached out. And did a full restore on it. Did an awesome job. Look at that. We even have Korean cars in here. Hyundai, the Turbo GDI, and it's won some awards here. Kind of souped up a little bit. This is a 2014. You can almost see the hamsters in here. This is actually the Veloster, and I've sat inside the Velosters before at the dealership, and they're kind of comfy. They kind of feel like a racy type vehicle. But this is Shane. He owns the Hyundai here, and he was just showing me the exhaust that he custom made here. So he said this thing is souped up to go. And did you ever put it on the dyno to find out how much horsepower you got in it now?
Probably about 275.
275. For such a small vehicle, this is going to really tear down the road. So how long of a project was this?
I've had it for 4 years now, and I've got more to come.
Okay. So did you buy it the stock or okay?
I bought it completely stock.
Okay. Very nice. I love it. It's got 2 subs in the back too. So he's
12 inch.
12 inch. So not only is he scooting, he's banging too. That's awesome. So right next to the Hyundai is yet another Corvette. A nice yellow one. Beautiful. 1973. I was a year old then. But what a beautiful vehicle. I wish they still had the manual transmissions though. That would be really nice. And next to it, another Corvette. 670 horsepower Z06. I love it. In the front, I guess you call it a front. This is the 2023 Z06 with the 670 horsepower. That's a nice signage there. Very, very nice. Love the carbon fiber accents here. I love that he lists everything on the engine there too. Here's another Ford, which is a different division. It's a 1933 Highboy Roadster. Hot rods are pretty cool, but you know, I would like to have an original stock 1933 too. This one's got some classic plates on it, 1937 Chevy, and it is beautiful. I love that color of red. I would like that on a vehicle of my own. With the air horns for a horn, that's awesome. So this is called the Chevrolet Masterclass, what they call them. They really didn't have a model name, but he said the Masterclass was based on the suspension system, but it's got all modern suspension now, so anything that made it a Masterclass is no longer. A very cool story. 1937, that is the year before my dad was born. It's a 1961 Chevy Impala, and I was just telling the story to these gentlemen that I drove from Dallas to Alabama, Tuscaloosa, Alabama, and I drove one of these, and from Texarkana all the way to Little Rock, it was concrete barriers on either side. Being as wide of a vehicle as this is, that was a little nerve-wracking driving at night. Concrete barriers on either side. Beautiful car with a manual shifter, like it should be. It has a 409 cubic inch engine. Giddy up 409. Actually, correction, it had a 409 when it came with it, and it was 425 horsepower. Now it's a 421 with 475 horsepower. And a beautiful 1957 Ford Thunderbird. Gorgeous, gorgeous vehicle here. This is a 2017 Corvette Z06, back when they had it in the front. But what I really like about this one is it's got a manual shifter in it. It's hard to find Corvettes with manual shifters. I don't think they even sell them that way anymore. It's not really hard to find, it's just the new ones don't have it. Of course, if you ever lived in the 70s and 80s, the Z28 was it. And it was a nice car. I think Smokey and the Bandit was the Z28, if I recall correctly. Beautiful, beautiful vehicle. Just raw power. This is a 1956 Chevy Bel Air. Beautiful, beautiful color here. And love that color. Interior is awesome. It's kind of a black and white interior with the turquoise dash on there. They don't make cars like this anymore. Chromed out, even the alternator's chromed out. And that kind of looks like a nitrous line. Let me know if I'm wrong on that, but that sure does look like a nitrous line. Well, there's one motorcycle here. It's a Honda Rune, and it's one beast of a bike. This is a 2004, I want to say. Yeah, 2004, according to the paper here. But big, big, beefy bike. My brother wanted one of these if he ever got a motorcycle. I do have a motorcycle license. Unfortunately, I don't have a motorcycle. I hope to own one someday, but I'll probably start out with a Honda Shadow and build myself up from there if I do. A beautiful, beautiful bike. Very futuristic looking. Cars have been coming and going, so there's some more cars out there, but my goodness, it's 88 degrees outside, and it feels a lot warmer than that right now. That sun, you know, that summer sun in Texas, it's different. It's just really different. It's only 10:22 a.m. in the morning. But 88 degrees here could feel different than 88 degrees in the coast. And I'm drinking water. I drank a Monster earlier today. Probably not the best thing to drink in the heat, but it's starting to affect my body a little bit more. I'm just not acclimated to it like I once was. Now, I was talking about traveling, and I wanted to be a travel vlogger and just explore all the back roads of everything. And part of doing that is you can chase 70 degrees. This is not 70. This is a little bit more. Now, they're seeing some classic cars that are not in the competition. It's a convertible Ford Mustang. There's a more modern day Ford Mustang right over there. Also notice this rat rod here by the gun range. I don't think they're part of the car show at all. I don't think he even knows there's a car show there. I'm sure he does, but it's got a little spider web in the back. It says Charlotte. It's a cool looking car. Not my style, but still cool looking. I just want to check this place out. I keep passing by it. In fact, I drove a little bit further down the tollway here and came back to find it. It's a grocery store and a restaurant. I just want to take a look at it. Probably will not be filming in there, but I'll give you a quick report what I see there. A lot of different cultures don't like you filming, so I'm going to be mindful of that. I learned that lesson a long time ago. So let's go check it out. So their signage out here kind of gives a little bit about India, but it's got multiple world religions here, from Hinduism, Jainism, Buddhism, Sikhism, Islam, and Christianity. I'm not familiar with that one though. Let me look that one up.
A few hours later.
That was interesting. Very different feel inside that store than I was expecting. First thing I noticed was the music. It was the same music the whole time I was in the store, which was a good 20-30 minutes. I was trying to find things and trying to find things I can make at home, and there really wasn't much there. There's a lot of spices, of course. It is an Indian grocery store, so they had a huge area of spices and huge amounts of spices. Some of the bags were pretty big. And you know, some spices that you might find in little bitty quantities at the grocery store here. They really use spices in the cuisine. But when I walked in there, they had a song going. When I walked out of there, 20-30 minutes later, it was the same song going. It was on a loop, and I had no clue what the song was about. Obviously, it was in Hindi, probably Hindi. And but it's just an interesting place. I did find some flour, and I bought some flour from there. This is all-purpose flour. So it's 28 ounces of flour, $3. Figured that's not a bad deal. They actually had cracked wheat in there, and that's all that is in there is cracked wheat. Notice this is not enriched at all. And then the only ingredient in here is whole wheat. For a number of years I had a gluten allergy, and it was bad. It was like if I had anything gluten, I was throwing up pretty quickly after that. And I mean, and it got so bad that any cross-contamination I got sick from. But that has gone away, thankfully. But I still kind of watch my gluten intake. I don't eat as much. Like, I don't have loaves of bread at home. But sometimes I do crave it, so I might buy a loaf of bread just for the fun of it. But our wheat in America is all enriched flour, so that means there is stuff added to it. Even some of the organic ones that used to be nothing but flour, like 2 different types of flour, they switched to an enzyme, and that's probably what's causing issues in America. I have seen so many people go to Italy and Europe, and they just start eating just tons and tons of breads. They have severe gluten sensitivities here in the States. But when they go over there, they can eat pasta, they can eat bread, no problems whatsoever. And I think it's the way we tend to process all of our foods here in the United States. And I think that's what's causing a lot of our health problems. It's causing weight gain. I got a lot of weight gain. And you know, if I lived in Italy, I probably wouldn't weigh as much. At least I like to think that. So I have an old bread maker, and I gotta locate it. It's boxed up in the garage. But I may bust that thing back out and start using it again. It's from the 90s, but it was pretty cool. We used to make bread. You know, put all the ingredients in there, kind of float it on top of the water, put the flour, and then you put a little bevel in there and put the yeast in there. And about 6 o'clock in the morning or 5 o'clock in the morning, that thing would turn on automatically and bake us some fresh bread for that morning. And that was absolutely delicious. Bread didn't last long. There was no preservatives in that bread, so you had to eat it pretty quickly. But it was good bread, and it didn't mess with me at all. But back then, I didn't have the gluten issues that I do now with all the processed foods, or did recently. Let's just say that I'm able to have a burger now every now and then. So I just don't eat a lot of bread, but I eat some. I'm anxious to try that bread machine again. Couldn't find any yeast in there, so I'm sure it's there, but the song was doing something to my head. So I talked about the religions just before I went in there, and it was pretty interesting. The first thing I came up was a clay idol. It was flat labeled an idol. It was one of those where it's a kind of a human face, but it's an elephant front with elephant ears. And it was one that you actually soak in water. It talks about having it in the water for whatever effect it does. So that was interesting. They had the larger ones for like $170, so they were not cheap. It was just interesting to see that. In the very beginning was the idols that they sell there, and they labeled them as idols. Going in to check on the P.O. box. That song is still in my head. It's a bit of an earworm. Nothing. I stopped by the house and figured, let's go to the Walmart and get some gas. They are busy. Holy cow, they're busy. $2.51 a gallon. Alright, went to Walmart, got some yeast, got a little bite to eat, little sandwich wrap thing. Went home, got the bread machine out of the garage, cleaned it all up, washed it, dried it, and it's making a loaf of bread right now. So just started it up. When I left, it had a big old ball of dough there that's just beating around inside the system. So it's working. It's working well. So decided to come back up here for the awards portion. Got a lot out here now. Y'all saw a few of these cars here, but I'll just kind of do a walkthrough so you can kind of see it.
The club award. If you have come in a club, we need to have you come forward so we can do how many are at the club, and the club is going to win with the most people they brought. So if you are a club, please come forward at this time. Red shirt, there's his club. Mad Dog. Okay. Any other clubs? Raise your hand. We would like to recognize your club as well. People's Choice. Now these are the visitors that came out today and had a wonderful time looking at all the cars. And they have voted and they have a choice. Number 6, Mickey Sam's with a 72 pearl white Chevrolet Corvette. People's Choice. Manager's pick. Okay, Bubba's 33 has spoken. Number 27, Cody Spangler, 1971 Army Green Ford Bronco. Woo!
That's the one with the 50 cal on it.
Show 80 and newer truck. Number 13, Temperance C. Hohenauer, 2021 white GMC Canyon. Best of show, 79 and older truck. Number 24, Dwight Cox, 1953 yellow Chevrolet pickup. Best of show, 80 and newer car. Number 5, Paul Carmella, 2017 red Chevrolet Corvette Z06. Best of Show 80 and newer car. Best of Show 79 and older car. Number 3, Ken Burns with a 1969 green Plymouth Roadrunner. That completes our awards. Again, we want to thank everyone for coming out. I think we had a very, very good attendance today. Let's try to get more next month on the 17th. Also, be sure that you mark your calendar, follow us on Facebook, Monthly Muscle, and stay up with the moves. And again, congratulations on all the winners, and those that you didn't win, we will win next time, I'm sure. So, thanks again for coming. Thank you for coming to our hangout second Saturday of the month. And thank you for coming and supporting Bubba's 33. Bubba's 33 is so glad to see this turnout today. They got to meet a whole lot of new people. So, God bless, take care, drive carefully.
Well, I made it home. He's starting to get to me. It's a little much. It really is. And had a couple things break today. You know, not happy about it. But you got to laugh. You got to smile. Because, you know, things usually comes in threes. And I got 2 of them. But if I sound winded, I'm trying to get my health back. And, you know, just part of getting old, I guess. But got home and I tried to close the garage door and it wouldn't close. It kept shutting off like it was overloading. So I detached the garage door using the emergency release and it almost came crashing down. So I think my springs has slipped. So probably need to spend $500 to have, or more, to have a garage door repair person come out and fix that. And my check engine light came on. And I think it's going to be the same thing where it did a few months ago. And that's just going to have to be repaired. You get it reset, it'll come back on within a couple months. It's not one of those that is, oh, danger, danger. But it's something you have to have. It's more on the emission side of things. So, you know, life kind of throws a lot at you sometimes. And that's just part of life. And you just got to smile through it and understand that, you know, this is not the end of everything, you know. It's a lot of things will happen. So, car show was fun. Got a little overheated a few times. Did run some errands in the middle just to get rid of it. I pulled out my bread machine. Cleaned it all up, made it look all shiny and newish. It's from the 1990s, and when I fired it up, and I left the house to finish the car show, nice little ball of dough was being made, and it was small. Now it's bigger, and it's still rising right now. So it's all on timers. It's all intelligent for the 1990s. 1997. That's the one we got, was 1997. And it still works. And it hasn't even started cooking yet. It's still rising. You know, trying to get that bread to rise. But simple recipes. Flour, not enriched. Nothing's in it. No enzymes. Nothing. You know, even your organic, safe flours, they've added something to it. This has nothing but wheat. It is just strictly wheat that has been grounded up into flour. So I'm kind of looking forward to that. Should have some nice new smells coming in the kitchen here soon. So I don't know what I'm doing, but I'm having fun doing it. But for now, y'all take care. Be safe. Bye. Bubba's 33 is right across the street from our what's it called? Howdy y'all, Michael here.